touched. So I got my
Wonderful.
welcome to the first ever Living Laughter Zoom podcast. My name is Liliana DeLeo, and I have very special guest Daniela Legrely, who is with me today. And we're going to be talking to you everything about laughter, the good, the not so good, and the much better. So, just to give you a bit of background, Living Laughter, I am the president and founder. I founded the company 10 years ago. And in the last 10 years, the mission has been simple: to laugh bold, to laugh strong, and to laugh more. So, we build our bridges to better health and happiness. And I have the pleasure of certifying people who also want to teach the power of laughter, who want to teach laughter yoga. And Daniela met me 2 years ago. Well, she's going to tell you all about it. But I have the pleasure of right now being in the process of training Happy Danny, also known as Happy Danny, to become a laughter yoga teacher. So welcome, 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 Happy Danny. How you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here. I'm very happy to be working on teacher training with you. This is, to me, the most positive way to end this year and embark on the new one. Thank you so, so much.
So tell us, Happy Danny, who are you and how did you discover laughter yoga?
Well, these are two very good questions. Who am I? Well, as you mentioned, I am Daniela Legrely. I love going by Happy Danny because, we're always having ups and downs in life and our mood is not stable. If there's anything I've been learning in life as I go is that change is the one constant thing. We change and change is always happening. And so as life has been going, I discovered laughter yoga in 2016. So I was studying human relations, wanting to really understand people and how people work together. So the dynamic of people and work settings really was of interest. And so I took a health promotion class, and this was all about behavior change and how to promote change and healthy behaviors. And I was asked to deliver a health exercise. And so as I was searching the internet and looking at different activities, the Laughter Yoga Canada conference was being advertised. So it definitely sparked my curiosity. I thought, what is this? I had been practicing yoga for years and years and years, learning about the power of breathing. And so Laughter Yoga showed up in 2016. I went for it in that class. We did the exercises as a morning health activity. And the rest is really history. I've been practicing, learning about laughter, and then got certified by you in 2019. And now here I am becoming a teacher. I'm amazed at how laughter and yoga together have totally transformed my learning and my relationship with not only myself but with others around me. It's an
So you've
incredible.
made this commitment, to go in the next level of this training from a
Yes.
laughter yoga leader. You've been giving classes, you've been online more and more, giving your weekly class. And now the next step is you're looking to broaden that to become a trainer yourself. Now, why make this your mission?
Well, it's been a part of my life, all of my life, and I would argue or debate that it's part of all of our lives. We're all born able to laugh or work with crying or laughing, and these are two tools that we seem to be born with, and laughing has been something that over time I've used laughter, to deal with life, to whether it was a bruise growing up and I laughed it off instead of crying it off. Not to say that crying isn't important. We do want to cry things out, but laughing, what I've found myself in practice is that it gives me energy, whereas crying, for example, or sometimes talking about things can take away energy or be, very tiresome. And so what I've found through this practice is it only gives me more energy and can change my state in a matter of literally just seconds. And so instead of going out for a beer or having a cigarette, all of these things that used to, what I thought, bring me energy or bring me a sense of joy, were really not. They were really taking away from me. And so that's the reason I want to continue practicing laughter as an exercise, because it brings me so much. And I've learned this through the practice, so I want to share that. I want to help as many people as possible in discovering the healing effects of laughter.
So you just said laughter as an exercise, and we know we practice laughter as an exercise, meaning we simulate laughter. And as we simulate laughter, we're engaging in something that many will see as fake, inauthentic. Faking the laughter. What's this nonsense all about? And I've seen my share of eye rolls and, the resistance to this practice. So tell me, Daniela, have you come across any of that? And, if you did, how did you deal with it?
I'm so glad you're mentioning this, to be honest with you, because I myself have this very same feeling. At the beginning I thought, faking anything is not the way. And I've been called a fake, not as a laughter yoga leader, but by friends or family, because I have gone through a lot of transformation throughout life, and people who've known me from long ago or different phases in my life have said to me, why are you acting this way? This is so fake. The thing of it is as we're changing, we literally are changing, and as we make these conscious decisions, something that may not have been your natural way to react to something, we can evolve and we can change. And so the best thing I can say is that when you're feeling down, simply to smile, even when it's not a real smile because you're experiencing something joyful, but you're intentionally deciding, I'm going to smile. I myself feel the benefits of a simple smile during a difficult time. And so intentionally deciding to laugh and to keep going with it, even when you're not feeling like it, I'm proof positive that it is not fake. It is something that becomes real. Even if you are continuing to force the laugh, the body doesn't know the difference. And I've heard that, but it's not until you really practice the laughter or set the intention to smile when you really don't feel like it, that's when I think we can really feel the benefits. So it's a choice. I think that it really is. It has not so much to do with fakeness. It has more to do with making a conscious choice to do something different, to be in charge of your mood and in charge of your state.
We've been through quite a bit. 2020, people are going to be looking back at this year and we all want to forget it. And I want to know, Happy Danny, how has laughter helped you in the last 10 months, in the last year, with everything that's gone on? And how has the pandemic affected you?
I have goosebumps as you ask me this question, because it's been really incredible. I've had a lot of highs and a lot of lows from March until today, and what I can say is that I'm looking forward to setting course and seeing what 2021 has to bring. And at the same time, I think that history teaches us a lot. And I want to remember everything about this year, because laughing through it, yes, I cried sometimes, and I cried a lot sometimes this year. I also laughed. So my body was feeling like crying at a lot of different times. The good news is I can share is I intentionally laughed, sometimes every day, sometimes more than once a day. And thankfully, the laughter helped me really balance my emotions and find find myself in a grounded and anchored state, because whether it was relationships that started or came apart, occupations that changed, so much of my life has been what we can say maybe not so stable. And it's not just me. I'm sure that so many of us are finding it very, very unstable. And laughter has been, for me, a grounding practice that I'm so grateful for. And it is all here, all here.
I like the analogy that you shared yesterday when we were chatting about this, the boat, right?
Yes.
Would you mind sharing that?
Yes, well, I've read that, we're all experiencing this storm. And yes, it is the same storm for all of us, but the fact is we all are, navigating these waters in our own boats. Some of us are sharing a boat with many or a few. I started off this storm sharing my boat, and now my boat is just me. So I'm finding that no matter what happens, this laughter as an exercise, or laughing intentionally, has been an anchor for me, so that, and believe me, the waters were pretty rocky at different points between March and now, and still my boat has maintained itself, and no amount of water filling this boat can rock it too much, thanks to laughing, sometimes just smiling, but definitely
Fantastic.
yeah.
Would you mind sharing two of your favorite laughter exercises that have helped you get through the rocky waters?
Yes, happy to. So one of them is, for me, one that I discovered over the actually both of them were new for me during the pandemic period. So the first one is, well, just simply a way of multiplying joy. And this was from attending a laughter yoga session from one of our master teachers here in Montreal. So here we go. It begins with having your fingers pointing, just one on either side, and we take a breath in with our nose, and then we bring them together. Ho, 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 ha! So we just multiplied joy. And we can do this as much as we want. So for example, if we have 4 fingers, we can start off a little bit separated here, and ho,
Oh,
ho,
oh,
ho,
oh.
ha! Ah, so I love that one, and we can just call it multiplying joy. We can multiply joy whenever we feel like it, and especially when we don't.
Oh, yeah.
So the other one is just awesome, because, and I think we all can use a little bit more love and joy and resilience and all of these awesome hormones that we are basically releasing as we laugh, endorphins and serotonin. Let's fill up these balls of energy full of dopamine and full of all this goodness. And it goes like this. We start off small, and we begin with a deep breath in again with our nose, and then we ho,
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 ha,
ho,
ha, ha, ho,
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 ha,
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 ho,
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 ha,
ha,
ha.
ha.
And then a little bit of strength training. We want to take our ball. It's very heavy now. It's full of love and all this positivity. And let's whoo!
Oh, I love it.
And we can give away
Yeah.
these balls of joy and positivity. We can keep them a few for ourselves. I love that activity.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Thank you for sharing those two really inspiring laughter exercises, especially during these times. And that's what we want to do. We want to multiply the goodness that we have. So the being grateful for what we have. So I really like the one, the two, and just, expanding on that. And of course,
Yes.
the ball of strength, and wonderful,
And both of
wonderful.
these exercises I've learned from others, and that's, if I can say, the one
Mm.
most important reason for us all to practice laughter yoga when we can, with ourselves or with others is that it creates a sense of connection, and it's a wonderful space for learning and for being creative.
One thing I definitely can see, it started with, you know, the 40 laughter yoga exercises. Those were the foundation that, of course, you know, we'll be teaching our students as we move forward, Daniela, when, you know, you're going to be giving your own laughter yoga leader trainings. But that's what I love. We now have this window of just expanding on these laughter exercises for life circumstances, and it's just magical, really, really powerful. So thank you for sharing those two. Love them.
So happy, so happy
So
to share.
tell me, what do you see looking forward? You are now you have established this business called the Laugh Center, Le Centre du Rire, as we can see on your T-shirt. So tell me, Happy Danny, where are you going with this? What do you see moving forward?
I have a huge vision. I'm so glad you asked because my vision is enormous. I have a few meta goals that I definitely intend on reaching, and it gets quite technical, very complex on the technical front because there is research out there and some scientific journals and a lot of great evidence to confirm that laughter is a fantastic exercise, that it works the whole body and mind system. It's great for our emotional selves, our physical, mental, and even spiritual selves. The one thing that I really, really want to do with Laugh Center is, yes, laugh, give sessions, enjoy the practice. I also really want to measure the effects, measure the benefits, and so over time, I will be engaging with the public and with my participants more and more because the idea is to measure and validate that old saying that laughter is the best medicine. I would love to say that and be able to say that we have proven this scientifically with long-term studies, real-time studies. So yes, I want to multiply joy. I want to feel good for myself. I want others to feel good. And I want to be able to measure and anticipate, different patterns of behavior. And I would love for our patterns of behavior to become healthier and healthier and healthier here at home and globally.
Wow. I can't wait to see this evolve. I am so happy, Danny, that you've embarked on this mission. You are going to be doing really great things in 2021 and beyond. Thank you for being part of this very, very first Living Laughter Zoom podcast. And I wish you all the best moving forward and a happy, healthy new year. Thank you so much. Happy Danny.
Thank you. My super happy pleasure.